be all the way back.
Hey everyone, welcome to Comics Price Guide presents Tales from the Geek. I am Aaron the Mechanic.
Sup?
That's Michael. And we're at Dragon's Lair in Austin, Texas.
See right there?
It is a dragon.
We don't ever go anywhere else. I mean, this is...
We went outside that one time.
It was that one time.
It is raining today, so we will not do that.
I mean, we could.
No.
It'd be bad.
No.
My shoes are soaked.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Anyway, we have some comics for you. Oh, I just stabbed you.
It really hurt, actually. I'm gonna have to cut the hand off now. Alright, comics, which one do you want first?
This one.
Too bad, we're not talking about that one yet. That's last. You probably just saw what it was, but it's fine.
No spoilers.
But those,
I
yeah,
guess
no
that's
spoilers.
kind of a spoiler.
No spoilers, since you saw the title, whatever.
Yeah.
No, the first one here, this is called Briggs
Land.
Land. Now, you may be familiar with the TV show they're making about this.
No.
This is becoming, I want to say, an AMC TV show.
Ooh.
But this is sort of a historical story about like a secessionist colony of people, and there's all sorts of like weird American history drama and stuff, and this nice lady here is in charge of all of it. It's very interesting. It's
American
like,
history drama.
kind
Does
of,
it take
kind
place
of,
in the
yeah,
past?
yeah, kind of. Is what sort of the idea I'm getting from it. Maybe it doesn't, and I'm completely wrong.
Maybe it's
but
way in the future,
that's the idea I sort of got from it. But it reminds me a little bit of like Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
So if you're into that sort of like
Yes.
feel, that kind of theme, that might be for you. And like I said, it's becoming a TV show. So if you check out the TV show and you want to come back and read this, that's it right
Or
there.
vice versa, I want to get started.
Or read this and then watch the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like to read things before I watch things. I don't know why.
Like spoilers, or do you just mean like books before
Books
movies?
before movies most time. Yeah, not spoilers. I don't just like go online like, oh, what are all the spoilers for
I love
this movie?
reading spoilers.
And then telling everyone and spoiling their day.
No, I don't tell anybody. I just like to feel superior that I know things that other people don't.
He'll hint at it. And then purposely give wrong spoilers so people think they know it and they don't.
Yes.
That sounds like something
I am,
vicious you would do.
I am indeed awful.
Yeah.
But what's not awful is backstagers.
Good
I
segue.
see you looking at me over there. Cut this.
I see you.
Why you gotta ruin my shot, man?
Don't cut that.
in the front of it.
Distraction.
No cuts.
Whatever. It's fine. This is Backstagers. This is a new like young adult title from Boom.
Boom!
Yes.
That's how you say it.
Well, it has the exclamation point.
I know.
so
It's like, boom!
I'll let her do that. This is a new sort of, I don't know, it reminds me a little bit of like the Chronicles of Narnia, but not in a wardrobe. See, the plot is that these are all theater kids at an all-boys school, and like backstage they have a door that leads to like a magical, awesome realm. So it's really interesting, you know.
Probably like the costume closet.
Kind of, yeah. And like the new kid comes, and he's of course like a total outcast and a loner, like most new kids tend to be. And he sort of joins up with these guys. It's really interesting. It's a cool like.
They have to fight demons, or what do they do in the?
Not that I
in the
can
closet?
tell. I mean, I don't think it's a demon thing.
So they
but
just go through the closet and there's like
it's just
a
sort of
different world.
it's sort of a magical place. It's very interesting. Really cool for for young readers especially. Maybe something to check out if you're a fan of, like I said, like Narnia or other weird magical stuff like that. So,
Heck yes.
Backstagers.
Backstagers. Hey, now the one I chose.
Yeah, it's Supergirl. She's super and a girl, as you can tell. She's right there. Anyway, so this is the new Supergirl Rebirth.
Ooh.
DC Rebirth continuing, doing very well, very successful. DC Rebirth is
Good job, DC.
doing incredibly for Detective Comics, which is what DC Comics stands for, of course.
Oh, everyone knew
One of
that.
my favorite two-panel spreads in
I
a
like
long time. Looks really cool. But no, this is really cool. Supergirl, you can tell she's sort of got her like her TV costume, as you can kind of very inspired by the TV show. And the plot of this is actually sort of inspired by that as well. She sort of joins up with the Department of Extraterrestrial Operations, I think it is.
So if you like the TV show, you'll probably like the comic.
Sees a weird Kryptonian werewolf maybe, flies into the sun, all sorts of weird Supergirl stuff. So definitely a good one. Another awesome Rebirth title. Some other cool Rebirth titles this week too. There's Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, is another good one. And then of course there's all of the Marvel Civil War tie-ins that they continue to do as well. So
Nice.
comics. And
But,
speaking of Civil War,
They're going to be extending it.
there's another issue for Civil War, which they did it for Secret Wars too.
Yeah.
Because they had a lot of delays on the art on that one. And I think that's what's happening here. David Marquez, I think, is delaying the art because I think he just had a kid, is what I read.
Congratulations.
Local artist, by the way, David. If you're watching, congrats. You should come do a signing here at this store.
Yes,
I'm a big fan of your work with Miles Morales. Moving on.
To the next thing.
To the next thing.
Oh, we've got some good and bad news.
Bad
Star
news
Wars
first.
related. Okay, let's.
Bad Star Wars news.
So Kenny Baker passed away.
Mm-hmm.
That's our really sad news.
R2D2.
Yeah, if you don't know.
Salute you, sir. He was the droid we were looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Mark
Oh, that
Hamill
was
said.
cute. I like that.
I didn't. Mark Hamill came.
I
up with
know.
that.
I'm glad you didn't take credit for it, just in case.
Credit me, quote.
Yeah, but yeah, our hearts go out to everyone, fans, family, friends. On the lighter news, Rogue One trailer did come out.
Rogue One's pretty cool. I'm excited
That's
about
promising.
that. I like the new trailer, of course. If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, pause this, and then come back. But there was the.
Why are you gonna spoil it?
No, but there was the little shot at the end where she's sort of like limping out and the TIE fighter appears and all sorts of cool stuff, and it was like really awesome. So I'm very excited about that movie.
Really awesome.
Yes.
Really, really awesome.
Very awesome.
What other news you got?
I had some cool news related to Rebirth now that I bring it up.
Oh.
Because I read today, and you can sort of find these statistics online at a number of different sites, maybe like comicspriceguide.com.
Shameless plug. Go.
Shameful plug. I don't even work for them.
Shame.
All the respect in the world.
Shame.
No, yes, shame. You put me in the shame circle. No, but DC actually, you can find out from the numbers on the market share, basically how much sort of each company claims as its sales in the month. In the month of July, DC Comics finally has more market share than Marvel Comics for the first time in like 3 years. So congrats, DC. Rebirth's doing very well for them. That's not to say Marvel's doing poorly or anything.
Right.
DC's just doing way better than they have for a long time.
So good job.
Good job for DC.
Also, last but not least.
Well, that's not last. I have other stuff.
Oh, you have more stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Duh.
I don't even know about it yet. But if you know the song, You Remind Me of a Babe.
Don't know it.
Okay. Really?
Nope.
No
Never heard of it.
Labyrinth?
Nope. Never heard of Labyrinth.
Oh my gosh! No, you're full of it. Anyway, they're going to be making a game out of the Labyrinth.
A Labyrinth game.
I'm excited.
They're also making a Labyrinth comic, which will be coming out in the next
I
couple
didn't
weeks.
know that.
Yeah.
See, good news.
See, good Labyrinth news.
Yeah.
They're also making Labyrinth like pop vinyl figures from Funko and all sorts of
no
stuff.
way.
They're doing a lot of Labyrinth because it's 30th anniversary, so a lot of Labyrinth stuff this year. In other news,
I thought you were going to finish me off with a hoodoo.
No.
Hoodoo, you do.
I would never do that. Mm-mm.
Okay, go on.
But
more news.
in other news, I don't know if you're familiar or if you're local here in Austin, Texas, but Pride is not this weekend.
Good,
but
because it's really, really rainy.
next weekend, yes. The 27th, I believe, is Austin Pride, and Dragon's Lair will be there in the parade and at the festival. You can meet us. Not me, probably. I don't know yet, but
If you work or not.
maybe. But you will be able to meet certain people. So if you're a fan of that sort of stuff, you should go to Pride and check it out. And I think I had one more thing, but I forgot what it was, so I'll talk about it next week. I've been
That
with finger
sounds
guns all
perfect.
day.
I know, man. This is what it's all about
this is
right
like
now.
all I
Whoa,
do
careful
anymore.
with those. Careful when you point those guns.
Alright, fine. Obama can't take these guns.
See you guys next week. Hello, everyone, and welcome to dance party time.
Cosplay dance party.
Pretty much. So we've got cosplay tips and tricks for you guys. And I'm Erin the Mechanic still.
And I am Claire. I'm one half of Counterpoise Cosplay.
One half. And we have got some tips and tricks for you today.
Yes.
Mostly, we've talked a little bit about Warbler, but that versus using foam.
Yes. Oh, it's upside down.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be smart in a thing.
That's how the horde symbol goes. So if a lot of people who cosplay either have used Warbler or in this case EVA foam, but just we wanted to talk a little bit about like the difference and
why you might use one versus the other.
One over the other. So Erin's orc is primarily EVA foam. And my blood elf is primarily Warbler. As you can see from my pretty breastplate here.
Yes.
Which I look at this breastplate and I'm like, I can't believe I did that. Like,
So awesome.
like
I love it.
actually, that's been a lot of this costume. Is I'm kind of just like
I know, as I told you, when I walked in, she had it all put up. I was like, What?
Somehow this all came together.
You did it!
Yeah, but so EVA foam is both EVA foam and Worbla are heat activated. So you definitely need like a heat gun, or we've talked a little bit about basically have a heated knife to work with the EVA foam. And that's how we got like the wood grain. Aaron got the wood grain in there.
Oh yeah, that looks great. I mean, it doesn't just come like that prepared.
No. It's smooth on one side, and then it usually, depending, has this grip on the other side. Because this is the kind of stuff, this foam is the kind of stuff that goes on floors, like in kids sections, or like those like foam puzzle pieces that make up. That's what EVA foam is.
That's cool.
This is unpainted, or mostly unpainted. So it is this gray color, and as opposed to Worbla, which is that brownish color.
So that's what these are painted.
Yeah. EVA foam does come in different thicknesses, but it's generally sold in this much thicker form. So one of the things about EVA foam is it's big, it's bigger, it's thicker. As opposed to Worbla, you usually like layer over craft foam to give it some thickness.
That makes sense.
Yeah, or like.
So how do you cut this?
It's with the heat knife.
Oh.
It actually like on. So I showed previously like we had a styrofoam, a tool for cutting styrofoam that kind of got this like jagged edge because it wasn't hot enough to cut smoothly. And then once we got the pyrography kit, I believe it's called.
Sounds right.
We got that smoother cut.
Yeah, that looks nice.
But yeah, it helps to have something heated to cut through this foam. As always, when you're working with thermoplastics, like there are fumes released when you heat it up, so work in a well-ventilated area.
Or have a friend that'll hold your nose the entire time.
That one.
Always that one.
But like things like.
Oh yes, that was awesome.
This is the pauldron for other Aaron's work, and it's just thicker.
I love that.
It's denser. It is 2 layers of foam, but it's a lot more substantial. So when we go in and do the pauldrons for my blood elf, we're going to be using Worbla in part because it's a little bit more delicate, and that's more blood elfy. But with the orc, obviously, it looks super badass.
Yes,
on the foam.
that is awesome.
And I mean, I will say. These points are Worbla.
Okay. And these are here.
And these are like Worbla scraps that have been melted together and made into the little rivets.
I remember in previous episode we mentioned save all your scraps for Worbla. This is why.
All of them.
Because you can use them for detailing later.
Yes.
It's great.
The EVA foam isn't quite as variable in that regard. I mean, you can't like melt it down and make it a ball and reuse it in the same way. But it does. Like this was a flat piece and heated it up and curved it, and it holds that shape.
That's amazing.
So yes, different options if you looking to make armor.
Heck
EVA
yes.
foam, Worbla, advantages, disadvantages.
Yeah, and figure out, depending on
looks.
and what kind of armor you're trying to get,
Yeah.
could also depend on that. Like you said, you're wanting this to be a little bit more delicate, so because of that, you most likely wouldn't use this.
I mean, EVA foam is really, really, really useful. I really like just the look of a lot of armor sets that are made of EVA foam. It's also very lightweight. It's a little bit softer than Worbla, so, I mean, a Worbla, you definitely have to think about how it's going to wear against your skin. I tend to not like to put Worbla directly on my skin. You should definitely always line it or cushion it in some way.
Ouch.
Yeah, like we're missing the fabric piece that goes under here. It wasn't the most pleasant thing to wear.
Oh my gosh, ow.
The inside of this is lined, but this band is not yet. That's one of the things I still need to go in and do. So when I wore it at HeroCon, it was kind of just not the most comfortable. It wasn't uncomfortable. It wasn't
Not the most comfortable.
It wasn't as uncomfortable as I thought it would be. But
So I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna want to do that now.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing with any armor set, foam or plastic or Worbla or whatever you're building out of, is just be really conscientious of making sure you don't overheat.
Yeah.
Especially we're in Austin, Texas, in the middle of summer.
That's pretty easy.
So,
overheat then.
Yeah, so making sure you're safe in your armor, and making sure be conscientious of the fact that it's super hot in Texas during the
Yes.
summer. Like, don't leave your armor set in the car or next
Yes.
to your open window in your sewing room.
Let's see, this may be from experience.
Yeah, I may have stored a roll of Warbler right next to my window that gets a lot of direct sunlight, and it didn't really damage the Warbler, but the texture of the piece that was exposed to the sun for a lot of time is different from the rest of it.
Oh my gosh.
You can see a marked difference. So where you store your Warbler?
Be careful, not in a window.
Yes. That one.
I think that's all we have for this week. We will catch you all next week.
Stay nerdy, folks.